What worries me most is just our ability to address it in a systemic way and a rigorous appeals process for when we're wrong, because we will be wrong. What we're looking most deeply at is just the incentives that the platform naturally provides and the service provides.
Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, was a strong supporter of Elon Musk and his Twitter acquisition, but it appears things have changed. Let's dive in. Dorsey and Musk. Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk are friends. The first is the former co-founder and CEO of Twitter, while the second is the owner and new boss of the social network. Dorsey has often praised Musk whenever the opportunity arises. Such was the case last April, when Musk made his offer to acquire Twitter for $44 billion. Dorsey did not hesitate to declare that his billionaire friend was the only one capable of relaunching the microblogging website, considered the town square of our time. He specifically tweeted, "In principle, I don't believe anyone should own or run Twitter." Dorsey, who now runs payment service company Block, wrote on April 25, "It wants to be a public good at a protocol level, not a company. Solving the problem of it being a company, however, Elon is the singular solution I trust. I trust his mission to extend the light of consciousness." He went further by saying that Elon's goal of creating a platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is the right one. Half of the social media giant's staff were fired a week after Elon Musk bought it in a $44 billion deal. Musk said he had no choice but to slash the company's workforce, as the firm was losing more than $4 million a day. Twitter staff took to the platform to express their anger at the firings. In a statement posted on the microblogging site, Mr. Dorsey, who quit as CEO in November and left the board of directors in May, said Twitter staff are strong and resilient. They will always find a way no matter how difficult the moment. I realize many are angry with me. I own the responsibility for why everyone is in this situation. I grew the company size too quickly. I apologize for that. I'm grateful for and love everyone who has ever worked on Twitter. I don't expect that to be mutual at this moment or ever, and I understand," he added.
Building algorithms instead of just hiring massive amounts of people, because we need to make sure that this is scalable.
His statement basically endorsed the need for dismissals at the firm. Dorsey indirectly supported him by taking responsibility for the drastic measure. But did Dorsey see coming that things would begin to go wrong at every turn after Musk acquired Twitter? Let's find out. Musk loses advertisers. When Elon Musk complained that Twitter has experienced a massive drop in revenue under his recent tutelage, he blamed the decline on activist groups pressuring advertisers. There was some merit to his claim. A group of civil rights leaders had sent a letter to the CEOs of major companies urging them to relay their concerns about brand safety on the site to Musk. Later, the group would call for those businesses to halt ad spending on Twitter.
Incented a lot of outrage, it's incented a lot of mob behavior, it's incented a lot of group harassment.
Following what its leaders saw as a rise of racist posts and hate speech. While Musk may be right to attribute some of the revenue drops to activist pressure, at least part of the responsibility falls on him. Twitter's new owner, the world's richest person, recently tweeted a conspiracy theory related to the attack on Paul Pelosi, husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and has made a series of crude and sophomoric jokes, some of which he's quickly deleted. Businesses don't want to link their brands with that sort of behavior and content. Companies such as General Motors and Volkswagen paused their spending on Twitter following Musk's arrival, while advertising titan Interpublic Group recommended that its clients do the same. The boycott poses a significant problem for the social media service, which derives 90% of sales from advertising. Free speech scam? Musk did himself no favors after the acquisition. In addition to his own questionable tweets and retweets, he's been inconsistent in laying out what he means by free speech and acceptable content on the platform. And when he abruptly fired roughly 50% of Twitter staff almost immediately, it raised further questions about content moderation. Companies typically halt their advertising campaigns if they feel they may suffer reputational damage. For example, businesses boycotted Alphabet's YouTube in 2017 over concerns their ads would be played alongside extremist videos. Musk has decided to take a combative approach to advertisers. In response to a tweet recommending that he name the brands that are boycotting Twitter so that his followers can boycott those brands, Musk said, "A thermonuclear name and shame is exactly what will happen if this continues." Meanwhile, Musk is taking a convoluted approach to banning users. Twitter booted comedian Kathy Griffin for impersonating Musk on the site, while it temporarily locked comedian Sarah Silverman's account for a similar offense. So it seems that his whole stance on free speech only applies when Musk himself wants to use the right, or when he is not the one in the line of fire. Tweets including the word Jew had increased fivefold since before the ownership transfer. Tweets with the most engagement were overly anti-Semitic. Likewise, there has also been an uptick in misogynistic and transphobic language. After a Twitter poll with over 15 million votes, with 52% voting yes to return Trump to Twitter, Musk restored Trump to the platform. As a result, the team that was previously in place to monitor and censure hate speech is no longer at Twitter. As Musk is now the primary owner of the platform, he may follow through with loosening standards of harmful content and dissolving the so-called censorship he has criticized in the past. Pay $8 for verification. Musk has turned his focus to subscriptions as the key to reviving Twitter's financials. He pitched an $8 a month offering that allows people to be verified and gain premium features. The critics have been so vociferous that Musk later tweeted an image of a t-shirt reading, "Your feedback is appreciated. Now pay $8. The $8 per month verification process for the elusive blue Twitter checkmark is in lieu of the traditional merit-based process that seemed to reward users based on number of followers and prominence in a particular field such as journalism, academia, or entertainment. This new verification process failed miserably and was pulled as users created fake accounts for companies and political leaders. One fake account actually led to Eli Lilly's stock dropping over 4% and costing investors billions of dollars. Frequent Twitter outages. Various media reports have claimed that Twitter's outages have increased since Musk took over, with at least 6 of them occurring this year alone. A recent outage that happened in early March 2023 was among the biggest ones on Twitter. When Twitter users clicked on links, they saw an error message saying that their current API plan does not include access to this endpoint. While most users struggled with Twitter and its sister service TweetDeck, it was unclear why Twitter has been experiencing a flurry of issues that cause service disruptions. Are you wondering what could have caused this? Remember when Twitter said that it was shutting down free access to the Twitter Application Programming Interface, making it a premium feature? API essentially allows computer programs to interact with each other and is also responsible for automated bots on Twitter. This change also meant no third-party clients for Twitter. According to Platformer, it's this change that disrupted Twitter services recently. The company has been working on a paid API for developers, but with only one site reliability engineer on site, all thanks to the drastic cuts. Jack Dorsey backtracks. Now, after seeing all the things that have gone down, the former CEO of Twitter, Dorsey, has recently spoken out against Musk, withdrawing his previous endorsement of Musk as the right choice to lead Twitter. Dorsey's remarks were made during an interview with Blue Sky, his new Twitter-like social media venture. When asked if he believed Musk had been the best steward of Twitter, Dorsey flatly responded, "No." Dorsey went on to criticize Twitter's board, stating that Musk should have walked away from acquiring Twitter for $44 billion. Dorsey claimed that the board tried to force Musk to follow through with the deal, despite Musk's attempts to back out of the purchase last year. Dorsey's reflections, which were outlined in Blue Sky's posts, represent his growing disillusionment with Musk. Dorsey's remarks come after a year of public questioning of Musk's decision-making. A year ago, Dorsey was quick to praise Musk when the deal to purchase Twitter was first announced. However, Dorsey seems to have changed his opinion over time, stating that Musk was an imperfect choice for Twitter's leadership. When confronted with criticism from other Blue Sky users, Dorsey argued that there was nothing stopping someone else from outbidding Musk if they wanted to buy the company. Dorsey claimed that he was not the only one who authorized the deal and that Twitter's only alternative to Musk was an acquisition by hedge funds and Wall Street activists. Dorsey also confirmed that he rolled over his more than 18 million shares in Twitter, a roughly 2.4% stake, into the new Musk-owned company as an equity investor, rather than receiving a cash payout, according to a securities filing after the deal was completed. Dorsey's reflections make it sound like he has lost confidence in Musk's leadership of Twitter. However, he does acknowledge that there was little choice but to sell to Musk, given the lack of other viable alternatives. In any case, Dorsey's reflections on the matter suggest that Twitter may have been better off with a different owner, but he ultimately believes that the company needs to focus on building a better future. That's all for today, folks. See you next time.